Who was smarter, Gautam Buddha or Albert Einstein? Well, before debating who was smarter, let's understand what smartness means. Well, smartness simply means that the ability to understand or the ability to apply logic and reasoning. So basically analyzing things or any topic by logical or rational thinking and understanding that topic in deep level. That defines how smart you are. Well, if that's what the definition of smartness means, then obviously Albert Einstein is smarter. But is that the case? Let's look at it through this example. Now let's say Gautam Buddha and Albert Einstein are staying at the same house. Now let's say they both want gold. Now Albert thinks that the gold will be found outside the house, in the ground. So he starts digging the ground, and he does it for a long time, and he becomes an expert in digging grounds. He becomes the best ground digger in the world. And at the other hand, Gautam didn't act on simply assumption. He first researched and analyzed where exactly gold could be found. And at the end, Gautam realized that the gold was inside the house all along. And in the other hand, Albert Einstein was still digging the ground, and he was the best at it. So what does this example tells us? You simply have to put happiness instead of gold, and you will understand what this example means. Gautam looked inside the house, meaning he looked inside himself to find happiness, and Albert looked outside for happiness, and in that looking outside he becomes an expert. So who was smarter? Well, by the classic definition of smartness, Albert Einstein is smarter. But if you look at both of their lives, Albert Einstein's smartness was wasted, and by wasted I do not mean that his work was wasteful. No, his work of digging the ground helped a lot of people to understand how to dig the ground efficiently. His theory of general relativity is one of the best findings in the world, but it still didn't bring him peace nor other humans. But in the other hand, Gautam Buddha didn't discover general relativity, but he did discover what the humans need most, and that is peace. What will any good understanding space and time do if you don't understand yourself, if you don't know what to do with that information? If you understand yourself, which Gautam Buddha preached, if you understand yourself, you would know what is right and wrong, and that information of space-time will amplify more if you knew how to use that information. And right now, how is that information being used? Nuclear wars, killing each other. That's how the lack of self-knowledge is making us use that knowledge that Albert Einstein gave us. Now what do you think? Whose work actually benefits humans? Well, I would argue that Gautam Buddha's work benefits human way more than anything Albert Einstein did. And here's why. Yes, Albert Einstein helped humanity to understand the universe and space-time better. But at the other hand, Gautam Buddha helped us understand how human suffering could be ended and how to find the goal, which is true happiness and which is peace. We are destroying our own planet and using scientific discoveries to go and live in Mars on other planets. So what good is this knowledge? This knowledge is becoming actually destructive, not helping us. So without Gautam Buddha's knowledge and wisdom, Albert Einstein's finding, scientific discoveries are all useless. So by this logic and by this reasoning, Gautam Buddha's knowledge is way more superior than any scientific findings. Even Albert Einstein himself said that if he was given another chance at life, he would be a plumber. And he did not say it as a joke, he meant it. So don't use your smartness for digging the ground. Use your smartness to analyze and search for where exactly the gold could be found. So in summary, Albert Einstein is smarter by the classic definition of smartness. But if we look at both of their lives, Gautam Buddha is smarter because he knew how to live the life, and Albert Einstein at the other hand didn't know how to live his life, so he wasted his life. He knew all that he lived for, all that scientific discoveries didn't actually satisfy him. He was left unsatisfied. That is why he said if he was given another chance at life, he would not pursue the same thing as he was doing. And without Gautam Buddha's wisdom, Albert Einstein's scientific discoveries are all wasteful and self-destructive.